This generation, my generation, is the best generation that the African National Congress requires now. It's a generation that has seen the best of the African National Congress. It has seen the worst of the African National Congress. It's a generation that got active in the late 80s.
A generation that has failed to rise to the occasion in taking over the leadership of the ANC is seemingly taking the fight to the old guard. ANC National Chairperson Gwede Mantashe, Limpopo Provincial Chairperson Stanley Mathabata are being contested by David Masondo. Firing salvo at the older generation, Masondo says they have failed the country as 10 million South Africans are unemployed, load shedding ravaging the country and potholes left, right and centre.
Let us admit that the generation that has been dominant for the last 30 years has also significantly failed in many respects, either in terms of policy or in terms of implementing the policy positions of the African National Congress. We'll not be having 10 million people unemployed in South Africa today. Anytime from now, we may have load shedding, we may get cut. A lot of things are not really working.
Masondo says the failures of the older generation has inspired the younger leaders to stand up and fight.
And I get a sense that there is a political revolution going on within the African National Congress, which says, let's rebuild the African National Congress in terms of the policy research capacity. Let's build a politically educated African National Congress. Let's build a responsive ANC to respond to the demands, the issues that are facing young people.
ANC President Cyril Ramaphosa was also not spared from criticism, as Masondo says the party has failed to unite since the 2017 NASREC conference.
I think he led under very difficult conditions. One, I don't think post NASREC we managed to unify the African National Congress in different ways. He led under very difficult conditions in which you got a sense that some people did not really want to be led and kept on fighting him, even on things that were not worth fighting him around. He led under very difficult conditions of COVID, which any president would have found it very, very difficult because COVID, as you remember, our economy declined by 7%. We lost about 2 million jobs. So we always make history not out of the conditions of our own making. And he led under conditions where the African National Congress has been losing electoral support.
Masondo has an uphill task to defeat incumbent National Chairperson Gwede Mantashe and also Limpopo Provincial Chairperson Stanley Mathabata, who leads with branch nominations. Samke Limasego, SABC News, Johannesburg.